I feel like when the BMW was first released, it got a lot of hate.
There was a lot of complaints that the car looked too boxy, too square. There were a lot of opinions about the way the rear end of this car looked.
And I used to be a supporter of all of the hate of this car. I didn't necessarily like it, but as I started to see people modify them, it really started to grow on me. So today I'm gonna be installing every single carbon fiber part there is for this car in hopes to try to make it look better. And I bet you that we can. So over the last couple of days, I had our boys from Sencal send us every single carbon fiber part that they had for this car. So we have things like this brand new rear diffuser, a new carbon fiber trunk,
another rear diffuser piece,
every single
front bumper,
carbon fiber insert, and we have a few more things from our friends over at Sabre Designs, including this carbon fiber hood,
and their carbon fiber front lip.
And I actually just picked up these awesome fenders off of Facebook Marketplace. So in stock form, this M2 has really grown on me, but today we're gonna install every single carbon fiber option on the car and hopes to make it look that much better.
TH, this is the worst modern looking M car in history, for sure.
I used to feel like that. But I actually now think, hot take, this is the best looking M car. And it's the cheapest M car.
Crazy! Best looking is crazy.
I truly think this is the best looking M car. Hear me out. When we are done with this car, I think that you guys will agree with me. And after driving it too, I think it is the best driving M car out of any car in the lineup right now. The G80s are awesome. The G82 is also awesome. But one thing that the M2 has that the G80s don't
is an actual sense of soul and not this super overweight, super large sports car.
The M2 is light and nimble, and honestly reminds me, Dylan said this earlier today. What did you say this car reminded you of?
I think 3646. Kind of has like an E30-esque box in the back.
Do you think this is the ugliest M car that's out in the market right now?
It's definitely growing on me. The front end, I still don't like it, and TJ wants to convince me otherwise. I'm ready for it.
Front end is the best part about this car.
Dude, so I think
arguably the best part about this car.
This part is where I'm not about.
That's the best part.
It's the
The best part is the boxiness and like the actual like boxy fender.
Call me fucking quirky, dude.
There's honestly gonna be a little bit too much carbon on this car at the end of the episode. Wait to see that. But we have to take off the front bumper, the hood, and the fenders, and the side skirts probably have to come off with the fenders. So we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way on jack stands. While Calvin and Dylan are disassembling all the plastics so we can remove the fenders, I'm gonna start removing the hood. Gapping is probably gonna be terrible and we're gonna have to redo all of it when the fenders come off, but
It's not terrible.
not terrible.
It's literally factory.
We need to raise it just a little bit from here to here, but telling you, the M2 is the best looking M car and we are almost there. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Wait, so hold on. A hood, and we're almost there?
Well, like front bumper off, fenders off.
Okay. You know, I think this is the best the car's ever looked, personally, right now. Right
You
now.
just said the front end's the best, and I agree.
You guys are haters.
Just on record, I hate Dylan. Every time you guys thought that we were not friends, you were f***ing right.
Hey, on record, I love Calvin. I don't know why he's doing me dirty like this.
Dylan.
Front bumper, favorite piece. If you're gonna do any piece at all, these pieces right here.
There's multiple, right? There's the kidneys, the side scoops,
the
and then the
kidneys
front.
are epic. This part's epic, but I don't know, something about, I love how like square, I love the boxiness of this car. That's my favorite part. Twan behind the camera's like, it's the best.
I don't like the boxiness. That right there, though, it fills out this space.
Say you like the boxiness, say you like the boxiness, say you like the boxiness.
Don't say it.
I like the rear box.
Don't say it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a pussy joke. That was
Kind of a weird way to install. It's a very unique way to install this. They have these like little tabs on the back and you just zip tie them.
Crazy.
I know, it's odd, but that's how they all are.
Pretty aggressive, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan. Okay, so we just held up the front lip to the bumper with all the carbon pieces installed. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty tough.
It looks pretty good. Dude.
This like double step with all the carbon looks pretty tough. What do you think?
Twan and I were just talking about it. This looks pretty gangster as it is. Like, it could be unchanged and all be carbon, and I'd be pretty stoked on it. I think it looks pretty rad. And then Twan mentioned like paint matching or wrap matching, whatever, this face here,
Yeah.
this 45 face, and then we kind of kept talking about it going up to this horizontal plane. All the vertical planes being carbon, but then this plane and this plane being paint matched. Could be kind of sick.
We're having a lot of paint match discussions on my Laptor setup on my M3. It's kind of similar. There's like a little, I don't know, raised edge that I paint match to the body color, and I think it could be sick. And look.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Boosh.
Best front end. Best front end out of that car. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay,
Say it.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. This is not the best front end out of any M car, but look, we had a debate. Me and Dylan were talking about what we think could be sick if you paint matched this or this that like breaks up, because it's sick, but it's very in your face. If you like paint match this or this, hit her.
Comment section. I think leaving a full carbon is epic. There were a lot of comments in the last video when we bought the car that everyone wants to see the Adro front end. And I will say this, the Adro front end is so good. And we did the Adro front end on the G82 M4 years ago. But what I really do like about the front end of the G87 is the fact that it's boxy and square. And the Adro kit is the opposite of that. I like it, but I really like the edges and the boxiness of this. Am I crazy? Chat, am I crazy? The playoffs are finally upon us, and it's time to double down on our fantasy picks. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, the best place to play fantasy sports. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on your favorite player's projected stat, and if you're right, you could win some real chat. And as we are rolling into the playoffs, Underdog has a ton of new features that are here to make the playoffs just that much more exciting. New customers can get $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. All you have to do is use promo code HUNT at checkout for that to apply. And on top of that, for the wildcard weekend, Underdog is adding a gimme pick of a QB of your choice for any QB playing in a wildcard game. And to make it even sweeter, Underdog is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Oklahoma. And here are my picks for this weekend's games. I'm gonna be focusing on the Chargers and Patriots game. Now, unfortunately, I am a Chargers fan, but I don't think it's gonna go great for us, but I do think it's gonna be a points galore. So because of that, I'm gonna say Justin Herbert is throwing over 226.5 pass yards, and I think he's gonna be targeting McConkey, which is why I'm picking him to go more than 40.5 receiving yards. And on the other end, Drake May's been a beast this season, so I think he's gonna throw higher than 240.5. Now, if you followed me in my last couple picks, you've made some cheddar. We've been winning. So if you wanna follow me into this weekend's picks, make sure it's spicy. Now again, if you're a new customer, use promo code HUNT to get $75 of bonus entries when you play your first $5. And with that, thank you Underdog for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it. Oh my God. I also wanna mention, we haven't done this yet. We haven't said this yet. For the love of God, please tell me no one in the comment section likes the carbon hood with the carbon fenders.
Oh, brother, there is going to be so many people
comments
that love it.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
There is going to be a group of people.
No way.
Yes.
If you are the
Yes.
person who runs a exposed carbon fiber hood and exposed fenders on a painted car, rethink it. Yeah, it's a really big Infinity G35 350Z thing to do. It's gonna be like this in this video, but trust me, we're not gonna keep it like that.
I'm not an advocate, but I promise you there is a community of people that are gonna love this.
I know if you haven't made it this, or if you just skipped the video and you went to the end and you're gonna see this car with all the carbon on it, I know there's gonna be people that are like, oh my God, please change all the carbon. There's gonna be people that are like, oh my God, leave it. I'm not leaving it. We are 100% gonna cover it all. I just haven't decided yet, but man, it's gonna look sick.
I'm the part of the internet that says keep the carbon exposed.
No way.
Every time.
No way.
I wanted to keep the carbon hood on my car. TJ said, no, we gotta wrap it. So
Okay, maybe we're the bad guy. Also, in the last video, I didn't realize this. I'm like, oh, this is where I took my driver's test here in Poway. And you go, yeah, no one cares. So the top comment in the video is Sabrina saying, no one cares. And you said it like such a mean person.
She speaks for the comments.
So, yeah, I mean, no one really did care about that. And then he went on to say, I was so nervous, I was shaking, and I was like, I didn't give a f. Like, I passed that thing with flying colors.
I'm cleaning the fucking. This is what Megari's products are for.
Dude, his arms are glistening on the
You're
video.
looking kind of buff right now, dude. You should wear that more often.
If you get one like, we'll oil Calvin up.
Calvin, you put the wrong hardware in.
See, I knew I needed a fucking pick, but TJ's a fucking asshole.
I gave you a pick.
Yeah, but it fucking sucks.
No, but then you went, fuck it.
The pick sucks. That's my fault. The pick sucks.
You suck! You suck.
You want a dowel? Some kind of alignment dowel? Okay, so should we pull this off then or what?
That's how you know when you're working underneath a car and your legs go pin straight. That's how you know you're fucked. Just like that.
That's when you need a moment of
making
mental reset.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Give me this real quick. Hold on.
Like Dylan's position, chilling. Installs going as planned. Calvin leg cooked.
Okay, lip off.
you know
for a
what? I
second.
think Calvin's are back in stock right now. I think
You're
that
touching my penis.
I think that Calvin's were out of stock for a long time, but now that Dylan is available in store, and
He's kind of flying off the shelves.
he's kind of the hot action figure, right? But Calvin's making a comeback to ruin.
Ow, I just stabbed
Dude, this fits so incredibly well. That is so good. I love the Sencal side skirt because it's like just enough, but not too much. Like it's just a little bridge.
I enjoy this cut in here.
Chef's kiss, you know?
Dude,
Yeah, that's what I would assume if BMW made side skirts, that's what they would look like, in my opinion.
now we have the front end done and the side skirts done, which leads us to the rear, and we have all of Sencal's rear end pieces going on this car.
So the stock bumper has a black diffuser piece already removed, and we're gonna be putting in this piece. Oh,
Nice, that fits great. Wow. You know what I'm gonna say?
I know what you're gonna say.
It's almost like you don't need the bottom. Let's hold the bottom up. We'll see how it looks.
Okay.
My girlfriend.
Wow, Twan.
It's-
even Twan saying that.
Yeah.
This is gonna be gnarly.
You know what I'm
Twan
saying?
off camera was like, okay, maybe it's too much. Here we go.
It's a little too, guys.
Now I get why you were doing this.
It's the William Dafoe photo is what it looks like. You know, it's just like a big table.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Sencal sent us that. They're like, if you want to run this, run it. Can you guys remove it really quick? See, that's clean.
Yeah, that's clean. The G80 has these side spats. You remember seeing them? That would be a clean look.
Okay, I think we have something.
This looks much cleaner without the tray underneath. But if we had those side bumper spats that the G80 had, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
No way.
We got something. We always got something. Let's have a vote.
Ask and you shall receive, huh?
Can someone
I like
trade
it.
me
Yeah, I'll trade.
so I can pretend I like it? I don't dislike it. It looks better than it did backwards.
My fear is that if we don't.
I personally don't. I don't.
What's awesome is this trunk from Sencal has all the provisions already knocked out of it, which is super nice. And I believe this is like a CSL style. So it has that like duck bill, and it also has those ridge lines from the G82 CSL, right? That's the right
Yeah,
car? Or
it,
is
it like
CS?
matches. I don't think. No,
It doesn't have the roof line
It
like
doesn't
that.
have the roof line on it, but that's what this was like styled after, was to like match the roof line.
Yeah, super cool. Before we'll install this, we'll probably try to insert all of the lights because my experience with aftermarket trunks is you usually have to clean up a little bit of these. They won't fit exactly perfect. So we'll start there so that we can fill in and then try to reinstall the new trunk onto the car.
Why an M2?
I think it's the best M car.
I know. Same here.
The only things that we needed to fix on this trunk was we needed to just retap one of the threads for the trunk latch. Dylan had to do a little bit of filing so we could get the unlocking mechanism put inside. We put a little bit of panel bonder on the inside nubs because the holes were a little bit too big just so those sit and don't spin. And then also did it on the bottom. We put a little bit of 3M panel bond on the inside. Other than that, this trunk, super nice. Really impressed. Really, really impressed. Now it's time to throw it on. I need you guys' feedback. Do we add anything on the bottom beneath the diffuser or the side spats? I think that this is enough. I think if we do too much, this is gonna look heavy. I don't know.
It's balanced right now. That's what I'll say. It feels balanced.
Also, one of you guys in the comments in the last video said the G87s, I think I was talking about the interior packages and the seats. There's no M2 comp. It's just an M2 CS. I think that's what you guys were talking about in the comments. So the CS is what came with what we know as the comp seats, which didn't come in this. I was looking to try to find some online to throw them in here. I didn't really see anybody selling them. But now we're gonna put the car back on the wheels, lower it down, and get a final look.
Oh my God.
It's all right. It has flex.
Oh my
Yes,
God. Oh.
That was close.
Oh, I'm never gonna let you live that one down. That was that was amazing. I love it.
That could have been so bad.
I love that.
What?
You went pretty fast with that.
I didn't mean to. I was meant to go really slow.
Oh my.
Before anyone says anything, we are not done. I'm not leaving all the exposed carbon because if you're thinking what I'm thinking right now, it looks bad. But this is the process, okay? Cars aren't built overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. The car desperately needs to be lowered. The car desperately needs to be one color. The car desperately needs fitment. I have most of those covered. Actually, the only thing I have covered is we have suspension coming, but I don't know what to do about the wheels. Obviously, all the comments in the last video and all over my Instagram are like, TJ's just gonna do BBS's E88s. Although, that is like the best choice for this car, a nice E88. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that for you guys. If you made it this far in the video, give me wheel suggestions. Now, when I did this on Instagram, the only wheel suggestions I actually got were either BBS's or T37s. That's what everyone said. I like both, but we're not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna do an E88. I'm not gonna do any multi-piece, although I was thinking a BBS FIR Evo would be a really cool wheel to run on this car. I just feel like we need to stay away from that because you guys don't wanna see that. And I'm trying to challenge myself to find a different wheel. So if you have any recommendations, leave it down below. It looks hideous right now. I can't unsee it.
Dude, this is the worst M2 on planet Earth.
It's not the worst time to do it. It's trust the process.
This is the ugliest
It's
M2.
trust the process.
This is the ugliest M2 I've ever seen.
I bet you if it was lowered and had like proper fitting wheels, it would look so much better right now.
Currently, this is the ugliest M2 I've ever seen.
Currently, this is the ugliest M2 I think anyone's ever put together. Currently, this is definitely the ugliest M2 anyone's ever built. 100%. All the parts from Sencal look amazing. The Sabre Designs hood looks amazing. The Sabre Designs front lip looks amazing. All that looks great, but in moderation. Everything blown on like this, I just want to be, it looks bad right now. We know and we agree.
I think if this is all you can do and you can't afford to paint and wrap, I'll never knock you for it. Because like you said, everything's in stages. We can afford it, so.